Live from Gimnasio Luis Ramos in Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela, this is Group A action of the Basketball Champions League Americas, and Nicaragua's Real Estelí looks for its third win of the tournament against winless and suddenly new look Halcones de Xalapa. Alongside 12-year NBA veteran Paul McKeskey, I'm Sam Brief. So good to have you with us. So, Coach, let's start with this Halcones de Xalapa team, entirely new look from what we saw earlier in the tournament in this team that went 0-2.
Yeah, obviously they were not happy with what their roster looked like. So they've made 7 changes, I think, and added a lot of different veterans on the team. And Jordan Glenn, 6'7", American that's been around for a long time. He's an all-around, he's a double-double type guy. And then Devon Jefferson, who's 6'8", he's been everywhere. Played at USC, played all over the world, in Italy, and Israel, Korea, and Russia. And he's a solid big that they can count on too. So they've gone and shifted everything around. They also added another big man, Mahalabaz, 6'10". So we'll see what kind of new look they have, because Real Estelí is played last night. A lot of their players played a lot of minutes, so it's going to be an interesting game to start here tonight.
Well, what stands out to me, Coach, with this team is the youngest player is 24, Omar Dejaro. He's 29 years old. This is a really veteran Halcones de Xalapa team. Almost everyone is over the age of 30. So veteran, but maybe some tired legs as a result.
Yeah, they have enough depth, and we just saw a veteran Franca team that only had 8 players, all veteran players, play the whole game and play well. So we're looking for this tonight from Xalapa.
Well, how about this Real Estelí team? You saw them earlier in the weekend, a 71-63 loss to Gladiadores, led by Coach David Rosario, Terrell Holloway, and Emmett Williams, 0 and 5. Those are 2 names to watch.
Yeah, they're both been around. They're both athletic and have D League / G League experience, and they're very dynamic. Emmett Williams is a spectacular jumper and very athletic, and then they have a couple bigs in the post that can really rebound. So they're a well-rounded team. But what I noticed from them is they're very inconsistent. They're up and down, so they can make a run at you, but then they'll let you make a run back at them.
Holloway scoring 18 points a game in the tournament. Williams, 17 points, 7 rebounds. He scored 23 last night, so red hot for this Real Estelí team that today takes on Halcones for the second time in the tournament. Coach, it was December 16th, a win for Real Estelí, 80-70 to open Group A action. What do you remember most about that one?
Well, I remember that Halcones was not happy with the way things were going, but it was a pretty close game, and it was back and forth. And like a lot of these, Sam, that we're noticing, the team that can make a run and hit some threes in a row and get some defensive stops are the ones that are going to come out with a victory when it's a close game.
Last time Halcones and Real met up, it was a 10-point win for Real, and of course those 2 names we mentioned at the top, Terrell Holloway and Emmett Williams, played a big role. Another key for them is the big man down low, Ismael Romero, scoring 15 points, grabbing 9 rebounds a game, but no doubt he's going to be challenged, Coach, in this Halcones team. You've got some big men, veterans out of America, out of Austria, in Rashid Mahalbasic, who can certainly challenge him.
Yeah, Romero is one of those old veterans. He's tough, he's physical, he's just a presence in the post on offense and defense. And really, last time they played, last month, he was not really confronted much with any resistance from Halcones. So he will get some tonight from these new players for sure.
What's something that you think might challenge this Halcones team, given that Real Estelí not only is fresh, they played last night, but the roster is virtually the same. Halcones, meanwhile, they haven't played in a month, and almost the entire team is new.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to get used to playing with each other, and it's going to take a little adjustment. Like we said before, you can't really simulate game style and game speed in practices or practice games, friendlies. So it might take them a little while to get their footing. Where Estelí has been together for a long time. They know what they are. They've been here before, so they're going to come out of the blocks pretty hot, I would think.
Real Estelí and Halcones coming in very soon in Group A action. Estelí coming in 2-1 under the guidance of head coach David Rosario. A loss last night, 71-68 against Gladiadores. Halcones de Xalapa, totally new look against under the guidance of head coach Olmos Paco. They are 0-2 and looking for their first win of Group A action. Come back in a moment with starting lineups and opening tip-off from Venezuela. Back in a moment for Basketball Champions League America action. Back for Halcones and Real Estelí, Group A action of the Basketball Champions League America. 12-year NBA veteran Paul McKeskey and Sam Brief with you here on the call from Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela. First, the starting lineup for this new look Halcones team. Jordan Glynn, Daniel Bejarano, and then Tader Fernandez leading the charge for this team that has 8 new players after starting 0-2. And there's their head coach, Paco Olmos, hoping for a different result as his team plays for the first time in over a month. On the other side, Real Estelí, David Rosario leads this bunch. 2 wins, 1 loss. Only loss was last night against the host Gladiadores. An 8-point defeat at 71-63. A pair of Americans lead their starting lineup, Terrell Holloway and Emmett Williams, joined by Adonis Henriquez, Jared Ruiz, and Ismael Romero. All right, Coach Mo, team me up. Key to the game for both sides.
Jalapas has to get their flow going early, and they're a bunch of new faces. And Estelí has to, get back on track after a tough loss to the home team, actually, in front of a crazy crowd of about 8,000 last night. So this start, I think, is important for both teams tonight.
Well, a little different tonight as these two teams play a more neutral vibe. Certainly no one is the home team. No one really feels like a road warrior type mentality. The technical home team is this squad, Halcones de Xalapa, but they're looking for their first win. When you're coaching a team that is totally new look, 8 new players who haven't played in this experience together, what's something you're emphasizing in this pregame huddle?
Well, don't try to do too much. Let's stick with what we've been practicing. Let's stick with our system and let the game come to you. Don't force anything right off the bat. You don't have to prove to me what great player you are. Let's see if we can fit together as a team.
So Halcones de Xalapa, led by Jordan Glynn, Tader Fernandez, Daniel Bejarano. David Cubillan's their top scorer, who was on the squad for the first couple matchups of Group A, 11.5 points a game for the Venezuelan-born guard. who's joined by this starting lineup. It's good to have all of you with us. If you were with us for the opener tonight, it was a scintillating matchup for just a couple minutes. Dominant win for Franca over Obras. Final score of 118-94. Domination in that one. We'll see what this one holds in store. All right, looks like we're ready to roll. Bejarano will take the tip against Williams, and we're underway for the second matchup of the tournament between Real Estelí in the red and Halcones de Xalapa in the white. Sam Brief, Paul McKeskey with you. Happy Sunday night. Let's make it a good one. This is Terrell Holloway, 6'9" point guard and an NBA D-League veteran. Jared Ruiz draws an early foul. And what are you looking for in the early flow of this one?
Well, Estelí runs a lot of different actions. They move the ball pretty well, and that's when they're at their best. When they start going one-on-one and standing around too much, then they really hurt. It hurt them last night. So I'm looking for more movement for the Estelí team.
Henriquez saves it, and a little ping-pong game ends in Romero's hands. Shot clock violation. Great opening possession of defense for Xalapa.
Yeah, that's a good sign. You start on defense. No matter if they're new players, old players, we can all play solid defense and get some stops. So that's a good start, even though it's just a little thing here to begin with. Boy, right off the bat, they go into the post and pound it inside for a nice little hook shot in the post. And some more great defense for Halcones. That's a good start for Romero with a little face-up jump shot. Estelí with the baseline out of bounds. They execute these plays really well. And there's Romero to the basket using his left hand. Very nice finish.
With this new look team. Here comes Estelí. And that's Emmett Williams with the answer.
Yeah, using his athleticism that is a high level and a great finish underneath using the rim to protect him.
And then no defense on the other end. An easy answer for Fabian Jaimes. And a body foul called on Ruiz. We're going to go back the other way. An offensive foul, Coach.
No, 10-second call. 10
seconds.
Yep, yeah. So there was finally a little resistance on defense right from Halcones and forcing a 10-second call in the backcourt.
So Estelí up 1. Halcones doesn't look like a team that's totally new look, but folks, if you're just tuning in, they do have 8 players who are new to the team, have never competed in a game. Coach, how does the chemistry, the gelling process look to you?
Well, I think it's okay. All these guys we just talked about before the game, they're older veteran players, so they know how to play the game of basketball. So you just have to get in a system and play the right way, make the right decisions, and you'll be fine. And that's what they're doing right now so far.
Here's Jordan Glynn whipping it to Mahalzabit. He's got just 2 to shoot. And the big man misses a hook, gets his own board, and misses the putback.
Really good.
And Estelí ball.
Oh.
And it's been all Romero so far. 8 of 10 points for Real Estelí.
Yeah, I think Romero is more mobile center and big, so he's beating the Halcones bigs down the floor right now.
Glynn a 3. He was fouled and 1.
Coach Mo's rule number 1, don't foul a 3-point shooter.
Oh, Coach, we've seen it twice tonight, 1 in each game, and this time Glynn, a chance at the 4-point play. Take me through this.
Well, you got to close out contest, I understand that, but you have to be under control, and first of all, there's no way that that player's going to block that shot, so why are you going so aggressively at the shooter? Put a hand up, under control, make them make a contested shot. Don't bail them out with a foul.
And now Glynn for the cherry on top. Yes, sir. And Halcones has a 1-point lead.
And
so Estelí, meanwhile, hasn't missed a shot. They're 5 of 5 from the floor, but they've taken 5 fewer shots than Halcones, coming out with some pace. Holloway on the drive, the dish, and picture-perfect cut, Adonis Henriquez.
And that's one thing that Estelí likes to do. They attack the middle, and then they come from the dunker spot or the baseline spot. They did that all night last night, and just a great execution right there.
Giron steps through and pours it in. Fancy footwork works. Now it's Ruiz pushing the pace. Under 5 to go in the first quarter. It's a long one for Romero, and that's his first miss.
And Halcones says they'll beg him to take those shots. They don't want him working inside.
Jefferson gets it and a foul. First touch for Davon Jefferson. It's a good one for the veteran.
Yeah, he's a good player in the post. He's big body, uses it well, gets to the basket. Look at a little hook there. That is an offensive foul. Romero is right, but the referee didn't see it or want to call it. So chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
You see Romero flaring out that elbow saying, come on, give me that offensive foul. Ball don't lie again, Coach Mo.
I knew you were going to say that.
I hate to be predictable as a foul is called on the other end against Jefferson. Halcones up 3 on Estelí. There's that foul on Romero. Well, folks, these two teams played on December 16th. It was an 80-70 win for Real Estelí, but this is a totally new look Halcones team. 8 new players, so you really have to throw that one out as Estelí comes up with a steal and the easy flush for Emmett Williams.
Emmett Williams can fly, and just like in the last game we saw, Halcones, terrible transition defense, give Williams a free run at the basket. You got to get back and protect the rim in defense.
3 ball good. The answer comes courtesy of Jordan Glynn.
So
also,
pretty
apologies,
much,
folks. Looks like that clock is frozen.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Well, Sam, pretty much all the newcomers for Halcones are performing and showing why they got them.
Bejarano misses it. Yeah, Halcones, this totally new look team, showing out offensively so far. And it's Williams answering from downtown. Estelí has the answer. And time is called. Looks like they might be sorting out some sort of issue at the table.
The clock, I would think, and it hadn't run for about a minute and a half, so we'll see what they do with that.
It looked like it was running in the arena, but maybe not on the score bug at home. So, meanwhile, Real Estelí is looking for answers. This new look Halcones team, coach, you seem impressed by the offensive play.
Yeah, I mean, they're veteran players. They know how to play. They're running some sets and getting some good shots and, doing what they're supposed to do. And that's why Halcones made these changes.
Look at some of the first quarter highlights. 3 balls on dueling ends. Jordan Glynn and Adonis Henriquez. And sorting out things at the table. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. On the other side, the close to the first quarter. This is Basketball Champions League America action, live in Group A. And back here in Puerto La Cruz, 4 to go in the first quarter. Looks like all the clock issues are sorted. Real Estelí and Halcones de Xalapa. Estelí with the early advantage. Xalapa with it. Little drive and kick action stuffed in the corner by Ruiz. And Jared Ruiz just plastering. He read that one perfectly, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, the shooter took way too long to get that shot off. And, there's athleticism and length out there to get that block. But I like Halcones. They're going inside first and trying to get it in the post and then kicking outside. I like that strategy.
Back in Puerto La Cruz, Group A action of the Basketball Champions League Americas. Apologies for some of the technical issues there. Thanks to you at home for bearing with us. Real Estelí, Halcones de Xalapa, and Coach Mo, this is a new look Xalapa team, but they're playing like a veteran squad that's been there before.
Yeah, because they are veterans. They have, they're all 33, 34, 35 years old. They played around the world, and they know their roles. And the coach has done a great job of telling them exactly how we want to play, and they're executing their offense. They're making shots. They're playing decent defense. So, so far so good for the new look Jalapas, Halcones.
Yeah, certainly some credit to Coach Paco, as Halcones de Xalapa has a 6-point lead. No answer there for Williams. And it's out to Holloway. His three was stuffed by Glynn. And now here comes Halcones. Elsner on the drive. Count it! And a foul!
Wow, nice left-handed finish right there. Driving to the basket. Really pretty.
Alexis Elsner after this block. And then what do you do with good defense? You reward it on offense. Elsner with a phenomenal 15 seconds.
And that's another new player for Halcones. That's looking to be a good fill right here. Nice lefty. And, Sam, lefty shooters always look pretty when they shoot it.
Always. And I wonder if the 6'4", Argentinian-born Elsner sees a little bit of Manu Ginobili in himself, especially on plays like that. And now he's hurling it down the court. Xalapa dominating behind this strong start. It's a 9-point lead. Timeout, Estelí. So Halcones looking good. Defense turning into smooth offense. We're at a timeout here in Puerto La Cruz. Back after this. Back in Puerto La Cruz, a barrage as of late for Halcones de Xalapa. Defense has been turning into offense. The outside shot is working. Coach, it seems like everything's going well in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, and I think what we're seeing here, Sam, is Estelí played a tough game last night. And their main players, Holloway, Williams, Henriquez, and Romero, all played between 34 and 38 minutes last night. So I think you're seeing some fatigue with Estelí right now.
There's Romero to Holloway. We'll see if Estelí can stop the bleeding, and there's a surefire way to do it. Mid-ranger for Jordan Cintron. Elsner. He's been the hot hand for Xalapa. Finds his point guard, Tader Fernandez. 5'10" Puerto Rican, off to Jefferson, and just a clean bully run at the hoop for two.
Just a strong move. And Jefferson, like we said before the game, has been all around the world. He's played this game all around the world. He knows what he's doing out there, using his strength to get to the rim.
And for someone like that, playing with a new bunch of guys, it's easy, second nature. Kubian ends up with a Christmas present.
Yeah, as long as you share the ball and play the right way, yeah, absolutely.
He screens his man, Kubian. throws it into trouble. It's out of bounds off Cintron, so Halcones keeps it with 8 to shoot. These guys who are veterans who telegraphed the pass.
Everybody in the building knew where he was passing at that time.
On a pick and roll, Fernandez misses. And now it's Henriquez. Estelí can hold for the final shot, down 11. And boy, they could use this one. Terrell Holloway, their leading scorer, with 5. Holloway makes his move. Out to Williams. Comes up empty, and Halcones just dominating that first quarter. 11-point lead for this new-look team on the prowl for their first win of Group A action. We've come to the end of the first quarter, and we're back with quarter 2 right after this.
Al lado contrario, vamos, vamos. Ya, vamos.
Back for quarter 2 here in Puerto La Cruz. Sam Brief, Paul McKeskey with you. Basketball Champions League Americas action. And coach, I see a defensive adjustment for Estelí. A little zone look, but it doesn't work coming out of the gate. It's good for Jaimes.
Yeah, I liked playing zone after a timeout. I like that strategy, but you got to be a little tighter. And, you know, I give credit to the front office of Halcones and the coach for making these changes. Almost everyone, all the new players have contributed so far this quarter, the first quarter. I mean, there's a long way to go, but so far so good with the new look.
7 different Halcones have scored, and a clean rattling 3 for David Kubian. Make it 8 different Halcones. Cintron searching for the answer. Henriquez got his pocket picked. Out of bounds off of Henriquez. So it's Halcones' ball. What a perfect start to the second.
Yeah, and one thing you will, Halcones is putting defensive pressure on. Not a great deal, but a little bit. And it's surprising how many turnovers that can create just with a little defensive pressure.
Looks like Estelí's going back to the man. Cintron up top. Bejarano steps through. And then a pass is intercepted. Williams was in on the action, and now Holloway bringing it back for Estelí. Holloway knifes through, ends up in trouble, but he was fouled by Davon Jefferson. First foul of the quarter for Halcones. It'll keep it here.
Yeah, that's one of those block charge plays that happen bang, bang. I think he was in the charge circle. Well, maybe not. Maybe he just shifted a little to his left. But those are some of the hardest calls for referees to make, that block charge, because it happens so fast.
If you're explaining to a casual fan, what should they look for on a replay like that to decide block versus charge?
Well, first of all, you got to see if he's in the charge circle right off the bat. And then you got to see if he's stationary, and I mean really stationary. Not only can you not move your feet, but you can't even lean one way or the other. And I think that's what happened on that play. He leaned to the left just a little bit.
Stationary means stationary, especially on that play. And Holloway cans them both. Red hot Halcones team coming back.
And you know what else you have? Here's what else you have here, Sam, with the Halcones new team. All those players are trying to play well and show that they deserve to be there. That's another thing.
Right, you want to prove your general manager correct. And Jefferson scrapping for it. Elsinore cleans it up. Hustle pays off.
He did look like a little Ginobili there, didn't he, Sam?
I really think so. Lefty, Argentinian, and hustling hard. There's a desperate three for Holloway, and now a one-on-one run for Estelí, and it's Elsinore again looking like Ginobili. He hasn't missed. Halcones is up 16, and this new look team forces another timeout. Things to talk over for Estelí. We'll break it down after this.
Dijimos que Jefferson tiene que estar acá, ¿verdad? Podemos rotar para él aquí. Dije que jugáramos así, saliendo a balón y sales tú de cortina. Yo también acá. Y la cortina tiene que ser para él. Y al mí entonces abre luego. Sencillo. Bien, hay que correr para atrás. Hay que llegar.
Back in Puerto La Cruz, where Halcones went 0-2 in December and then pretty much remade the entire roster. And Coach Mo, they are just playing harder right now, by my eyes.
They're playing harder. They have more energy, more effort. And Estelí has to do something emotionally, something to get them going. They're just giving up transition baskets. They're giving up open jump shots. So there needs to be a change done here for Estelí really quick, or this game gets out of hand.
Well, there's
just like
a
that.
Shot. Yeah, Ismael Romero on a beautifully executed post-timeout play.
Yeah, Halcones tried to put a little press on him, and Estelí knows how to break the press, and they showed him right there. I wouldn't try that again if I was Halcones.
Elsinore down to Jefferson. And as he was stripped, he was fouled by Romero. That was a bang-bang call. Romero on the bad end.
Yeah, it's getting a little physical in there. Romero's used to that, but he's got a couple tough calls here, I think.
Yeah, he left his feet. Feels like a good call to me. You agree?
It's tough to tell. I think he left his feet and leaned into the offensive player, so I think you're right.
Davon Jefferson, a veteran who has impressed with his hustle so far. An American-born journeyman who, as you pointed out, Coach, he's played all over the world. This is someone at age 37 who's really seen it all. He will not be intimidated by any global stage.
Yeah, and he's looking for a home at the end of his career and make some money and put that in the bank. And, you know, I mean, he's traveled the world. He's played at every level. So this is a good finishing for him.
And then Elsner continues to be swiper and finisher.
We're just going to start calling him Ginobili. Sorry.
Fair enough. Elsner's got 2 steals, 10 points. He's only missed once. Ruiz. Jefferson just took it and finishes. Halcones by 22.
He finished with that old man dunk there, Sam. A little tiptoe.
Yeah, old man dunk, just sort of drop it in.
Yeah, that's okay, though. 2 points is 2 points. You don't get any style points that I recall.
Nobody can hand them out here on the broadcast. They count for nothing, though. And here's that last strip and finish. What about Elsner? Looks so much like Ginobili.
Yeah, he's just smooth. He's active on defense and offense. He extends on his layups. He's got a pretty jump shot, you know. But what really does is his energy level.
Yeah, Elsner's like an Energizer bunny as Ruiz misses, but Henriquez is there. Foul was called, I think, before the basket. Or no, it's an and one. Henriquez has a chance at the line now to finish it.
Yeah, that was kind of a silly foul right there. He had the layup. He's going to make it. And he had a really good game last night. He had 17 points and 8 rebounds. He's very capable.
Adonis Hernandez seals the deal. Dominican-born 6'6" power forward. Now back to this hot Halcones team. We haven't seen Mihalcevic in quite some time. Well, welcome back, Rashid.
Yeah, they gave him the ball a couple times in a row at the beginning, and he scored a bucket, and he gets back in the game, and they go right to him in the post. Smart.
The Austrian big man. Although, is this who's impressed you most for Halcones? I know Elsner, both defensively and offensively, has made a big impact.
Yeah, and so has Glenn, too. And, you know, but all the new guys have done what they're supposed to do. They understand their roles, and they're accepting them, and just play them. And, you know, don't get caught up with trying to do too much.
Romero drops it in off the glass. Feels like Ismael Romero might be the most consistent player tonight.
Yeah, he's just, you know, he's solid. He's, you know, strong in the post. And, you know, he's not really a big-time scorer, but he can score it down there.
Here he goes, coast to coast, drop it in. And Estelí with a charge forces a Halcones timeout. So Real Estelí starting to smoke a little bit. We'll see if they can turn this into something legit on the other side. Ismael Romero turning some nice defense into some meaningful offense. BCLA Group A action continues in a moment. Some of these veterans, Davon Jefferson, Raheed Mihalcevic, Jordan Glynn, Alexis Elsner showing out for Halcones, but a run as of late. Ismael Romero keeping Real Estelí in it. Sam Brief, Paul McKeskey with you. Coach Mo, what's the game plan if I'm Real Estelí and I want to make sure this stays competitive entering halftime.
Well, your veteran there, Romero, has given you a spark. Now it's time for guys like Holloway and Williams to step up and join him in this run, and they can get this thing really under control in the next 5 minutes going into halftime if they keep that up.
Elsner on the pick and roll, and it's Mahalcevic to finish. Halcones saying, you can't answer this. Romero pounds it in and draws a foul. It'll go against Mahalcevic, his first of the quarter, and Romero goes to the strike.
And this is what I tell my big guys. See, you know, he's leaning forward with his hands, and you need to go straight up, get that verticality, and jump straight in the air. And don't bring your arms down, and make him make a contested shot, but don't foul him. The other end of this, though, Romero is a very, very poor free throw shooter, so probably not a bad foul in the long run anyway.
Hack a Romero?
I've seen it before, yes. Not at this point yet, but could be at the end of the game.
And the big man proves you right, rattling both out. And then it's thrown right to Elsner. Alexis, Hiron. Now the big man from Austria, Mahalcevic. To Hiron, a three ball. And rebound goes to Estelí. Here's Ruiz trying from downtown. He drills it.
It looks like finally I made one.
We'll see if it can spark anything. Halcones has had every answer so far. 16-point lead, approaching halftime. Hiron, after a pump fake. Hiron turns and pounds it in. Again, Halcones with the answer.
Yeah, strong post move, little take it to the middle. Defense reacts, drop step right on him for a little layup. Great angle there. Nice post work, footwork there.
Halcones has had every answer. Up top, Emmett Williams. And Estelí stays cold from downtown. It's Elsner, Euro step. Mahalcevic got jumped on by Ruiz, and it's an easy foul call against 24 in red.
Yeah, Estelí looked really tired getting back on defense, and they got lucky that they contested this at the end.
Ruiz jumping over Mahalcevic. Good patience by the big man. Well, we have a really clashing situation here. On one side, Real Estelí, it's a team that's been pretty consistent from the start of this, but they're tired. They played last night against Gladiadores on the same court, 8-point loss. Halcones de Xalapa, totally new look. These guys haven't even played together, so much fresher, and that looks to be the case. Elsner, up top, Kubian, wide open. Tip back, goes out of bounds off of a red shirt, so Halcones ball.
Wow, Sam, I'm telling you, and that for guys that haven't played together, they know how to play. Did you see the ball movement on that play? And, you know, that's playing basketball the right way. There's a right way to play the game, and if you do that and have all 5 players playing like it, it's a fun game to play and watch.
This team's a finely tuned machine, and they continue to look just like that. 20-point lead thanks to Mahalcevic. Whistle blown.
We talked the other night about finishing quarter. So Halcones has a 20-point lead right now with a little under 3 minutes to go. Let's see if they can finish strong, keep it at 20, 18, 22, or see if Estelí can make a run and get it down to 15, 14, 13. We'll see in the next 3 minutes.
In our first game, which was Franca against Obras, Franca was in the same spot, up about 20, and they were able to keep pedal to the metal. Obras not able to get back into it. Estelí is certainly not helping their case at the charity stripe as a team shooting 3 at 6.
Yeah, they struggle from the free throw line. That's one of their weaknesses.
And Emmett Williams salvages one of them. Under 3 minutes left. Halcones doing such a nice job moving the basketball. Halcones on the near block. He's got a huge mismatch against Williams, but Emmett Williams holds strong defensively. Halcones ball still with the baseline out of bounds coming.
Yeah, he's not very strong and he's very wiry, but man, he can get up, and great timing on that block. Hard to block a shot with a guy that you're guarding. Usually you have blocked shots from coming off the ball.
Halcones just throwing it up, and rebound goes to Williams. Wide open, Henriquez comes up empty. Offensive board, here's a second chance for Estelí. It's Holloway fouled by Halcones. Or actually, that'll go against Elsener. And more free throws coming. Elsener just behind coach.
Yeah, but here we talked about it, right, just about a minute ago. And, you know, they're 19 down now, could be 17, and we'll see where that leads here at the end of the quarter.
Terrell Holloway, point guard out of the U.S. Team high 18 points a game in the Basketball Champions League. Tonight, Holloway's been quiet, though. Just 5 points. Only has 2 shots from the floor, but he does have a game-high 7 assists. 7 assists, so he's been playing the role of distributor.
Yeah, and he's a guy that can get hot fast, and really, he can score in bunches, so watch for that at the end of this quarter.
Right now, watching Tato Fernandez, point guard out of Puerto Rico. Fernandez on the pick and roll. Halcones can't hit it.
You got to throw that one down, big fella.
Now Holloway's lob goes wayward, and a second chance coming for Estelí. Holloway not really on the same page with Hernandez. And a frustrated David Rosario. Williams out to Henriquez. Wide open after the fake. Still can't hit. It's been that kind of night for Estelí. And it's Halcones ball.
Really great contest there. He flew by him, made him take that extra dribble, and then even on the way back, he pointed at the three-point line like, that's a 2.
Xalapa continues to hum. Shooting 56% from the floor. Estelí at 48. So here's Fernandez. 95 seconds left in the half. Delgado, Elsener. Delgado with an 18-footer. Rebound to Estelí and Cintrone. Holloway passes out of a trap. Now it's Ruiz's turn. Off a smooth move. He is stripped. Halcones with a run. Little in and out game. And back in for Halcones. One-on-one with Romero. Hook shot. Oh, and a push-off offensive foul. They got him for an elbow.
Yeah, he got one hand off the ball and pushed off with his left hand. And he's very limited in the post. He's only could go over his left shoulder. If he would just drop step and use his left hand, he'd have a layup on that. But he's always going over his left shoulder.
And Halcones has to be careful with foul trouble. He'll take a seat now with 50 seconds left in the half. Holloway looking to give Estelí something to smile about in that locker room. Holloway off a screen. Falling and a foul. It'll go against Davon Jefferson. At 6 on the shot clock.
Yeah, that's a tough break because they were playing solid defense right till the end there.
Another look here. Holloway on the nifty drive. It's a tough foul call against Jefferson. He doesn't look too pleased about it.
Yeah, I mean, the player was out of control. I don't like when referees give players that are out of control calls, you know.
Right, you're out of control at that point. Sort of feels like a bailout call.
Yeah, just because you fall doesn't mean there was a foul there. That's the other thing.
Right, Holloway sort of made himself fall, and then Jefferson was in the line of fire, and somehow Jefferson ends up with the foul. So Holloway can make it 15 here with halftime beckoning. And he does. Likely the final Halcones possession of the first half. In what's been a smooth start to a veteran bunch that frankly has never played together. This team totally deconstructed and reconstructed in the last 3 weeks. Looking smooth so far in Puerto La Cruz. There's a deep 3 ball for Glynn. And with 10 to go, Estelí starting to sneak closer. Ismael Romero now jawing with Kubilan. Officials got to break this up. All right, things heating up here, Coach Mo.
Yeah, a little, a little energy, a little feedback, but this is exactly what I talked about 3 minutes ago. It was a 20-point game, remember? And now it's turned into a 15, 14-point game, and that's a totally different game going into the second half.
Suddenly we've got some action. Less than 10 seconds until halftime, and these two teams will huddle for a moment. But Coach, what has Estelí done to get back in the game? How can they parlay that into the start of half 2?
They've just played better defense, more solid defense, pushed the ball, attacked the rim, and played their game. So, they're a good team, and they got to know they're a good team, and they just got to continue on. But defense really, sets the pace there.
Now watching Coach Olmos Paco, the Halcones de Xalapa huddle. Quick stat reset for you. Halcones has just been the more efficient team so far. They're out rebounding. They've committed fewer turnovers, just 5 compared to 11 for Real Estelí. Officials are going to review that last play now. Coach Mo, what do you think they're looking at here?
Well, they're seeing if there's an elbow thrown or some unsportsmanlike, I think, at the end of that play. Both guys are battling, and they both hit the ground. Personally, I don't see anything, crazy here. They're both fighting for the ball. And right there at the end of that, he kind of grabbed his shoulder or jersey in the back and almost hit him in the head. I think that might be what they're looking at right here is right there in that grab. See that grab on the jersey in the back? Yep, yeah. That's unsportsmanlike. That's unsportsmanlike. You're not making a play on the ball.
Yeah, so for those of you at home, watch Kubilan 8 just grabbing the jersey of Romero as he skies up.
And we're talking about closing out quarters. We're talking about the end of this quarter. That can have a huge impact here if they call it unsportsmanlike.
Let's see what the call is.
Looks like a play on.
Yeah, no call. So it's Halcones' ball under 10 to go. Yeah, that little swipe at the jersey, maybe not a play on the ball, but Doesn't seem too egregious. So let's see how Halcones finishes what was a smooth first half. Elsinore storming to the hoop. So easy, so smooth for Alexis Elsinore. And that was the story of the first half. Too easy, too smooth for Halcones de Xalapa.
And that was a big basket there, Sam, at the end. That's a big 2 points and a momentum builder going into the second half.
And 15-point lead. Halcones pedal to the metal. Let's see how they come out in quarter 3 on the other side. It's halftime here in Puerto La Cruz. This is Group A action. Basketball Champions League America rolls on in 15 minutes.
A continuación, tercer cuarto, en el oficial.
Back for the second half, Group A action. Basketball Champions League Americas. Alongside Coach Paul McKeskey, I'm Sam Brief. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday night. Halcones de Xalapa, 15-point first half lead over Real Estelí. Coach Mo, what aspect of the game did Halcones execute best in your eyes?
Well, I think they executed their plays. They stayed within themselves. They looked to post up and get down early into the paint. However, this game is up for grabs. I've seen so many 18, 19-point leads lost here. And I'm looking for Estelí to have Emmett Williams as their spark plug. He's athletic. He can light you up with a tip dunk or a breakaway dunk or a block shot. So he's the guy that can light the Estelí energy and comeback here. And it's important.
Oh, Kubian pours one in. He's saying,
Halcones can keep shooting like that. Forget about it.
Halcones has been lights out, shooting at 55% from the floor. Another look, Kubian. This is with the shot clock winding, leaning to his left. So smooth.
Those kind of shots will help you a lot.
Holloway on a pick and roll. Down low, nice cut. There's your man, Emmett Williams.
He can do that, and he can block shots on this end. And if he gets fired up, this Estelí group can get fired up. We'll see.
Last night in the loss to Gladiadores, Williams had 23 points, 9 of 10 shooting from inside the arc. And now, here comes Romero on the alley-oop. Estelí within 14.
Estelí's not going away. They've been here before, and you know it's Halcones has to be very careful here to not let them go on a 10-0 run or something.
To a cutting Giron, he was swiped by Ruiz, and looks like Jared Ruiz is whistled for a foul. Another look. Here's Ruiz from behind. Got the wrist. So in the first half, Alexis Elfiner leading all scorers, 14 points, 6 of 7 shooting. I know he looked like a young Ginobili to you, Coach.
Yeah, but actually he's like 34 years old, so yeah, he's been around, and you know, but he plays like a Ginobili for sure.
Argentinian-born guard on the bench right now, watching Mahalcevic trying to stretch his range a little bit. And here comes Estelí, led by Ruiz. Romero, 18 first half points. His pocket is picked. 12 turnovers now for Estelí. Kubian. Mahalcevic with a step through. And rebound snared by Romero. 3-on-2. Here comes Estelí. Romero at the baseline. Finds an open Emmett Williams and just coasts into a miss. That was Holloway on the shot, just a bit too strong.
He was too open. He was wide open for a layup. Heck, he could have dribbled one more time and dunked it.
Yeah, sort of psyched himself out. 3-ball, Bejarano can't get it. Tip is off. And then Glynn muscles a third chance. Mahalcevic wide open. Third time's the charm for Halcones. All you can do is laugh.
Yeah, he
Here's
was upset.
Ruiz.
That's the other one. Yeah.
Finds Holloway, who's engulfed by that Halcones defense. Williams tries a three. And Cintron gets the board.
Yeah,
Ruiz will reset.
Standing around, just waiting for the rebound. Go grab the ball.
Cintron, a desperation three, bails out a messy Estelí possession. So now Halcones is searching for the answer. It's a 3-ball for Glynn, and too strong. Rebound goes to Williams. Holloway on the baseline. That's a pretty one. And now Estelí is within striking distance, just down 11.
Yeah, this game is not close to over. And you know what? I never usually do this, but I'm kind of calling an Estelí catch up and comeback here for the win.
Oh, Coach Mo looking for Estelí to storm back. Let's see if Kubian proves you wrong. Not that time, but a second chance. Another one. This time short, and Estelí's got momentum in the ball. Holloway. Cintrone is wide open. Maybe too open?
Sometimes you're open for a reason.
The defense wants you there. Here's Mahalsabe. With his back to the hoop. Splits the D, and one.
Here we come.
Rashid Mahalsabe, the biggest player on the floor. The hesitation works. Coach, you know big man play. That was vintage.
Yeah, stay down, be solid, have time, have patience, and get a nice bucket there.
Mahalsabe can't convert the and one. Halcones and Estelí have left points at the charity stripe. Halcones missing 2, Estelí 3. Williams to Holloway. Holloway cans it! A desperation 3 in the corner for Terrell Holloway.
Waking up now. He's a guy that can get on fire, I'll tell you that.
Halcones lead down to 10. Hiron is stripped. Now Williams leading a desperate break, and he just lost that one. It's Halcones ball. That 10-point lead starting to look precarious, and almost Paco calls timeout. We're halfway through the third quarter. Coach Mo says watch for Estelí, and all of you, make sure you're watching. We'll be back after this.
Yo dije que cuál es la prisa de jugar, todo alocado. Teníamos 3 tipos aquí tirando un tiro malo ahí. Entonces no podemos, estamos a 10, estamos hasta las 6 puntos. Está bien, estamos a 10, no hay problema. La idea es terminar el parcial lo más cerca posible de ellos. Están repitiendo la cortina, ahora la cambiaron y la jugaron hacia la izquierda. Hacia el weak side shooter, con 2 acá, y ahí nos metemos. Ahí la va a repetir de nuevo. Están utilizando el stagger, Jordan Glee. Se va. Devuelve al lado contrario, Bejerano. Regresa la bola acá y termina nuevamente con la cortina.
Well, Real Estelí once down 20 points, starting to storm back. Emmett Williams, Ismael Romero, making it look pretty. Coach Mo, I know you think Estelí might come back and win this thing. Why is that?
You can see the momentum shift. You can see the energy from Estelí coming back, and they have the players to do it, and they're starting to shake this game up and make it kind of a little scrum in there, and that's not good for Halcones, and it's good for Estelí. And if they continue this and tie this thing up in the fourth quarter, it could be their game to have.
It was an 18-point game at halftime. The Halcones lead is down to 10, and there's a costly turnover. Travel on Halcones, just their 6th turnover. And Estelí can make it a single-digit game now. Turnover battle is something I've kept my eye on, Coach. It's 14-6. Estelí with 14. Halcones only 6.
Well, you can see that the shift that's going on here. It's just momentum, and you know as well as I do, momentum is real, and it can happen going both ways. And Estelí is used to playing in this gym. Some of the new players for Halcones are not, so I can see this happening. You can just kind of feel it happening.
Yeah, Estelí last night, 8-point loss to Gladiadores. Halcones, they haven't played in over a month. Kubian, prodding. Giron now. Keeping it outside, now in. Jefferson pushed down by Romero. And Ismael Romero is whistled for foul number 3. There's someone you don't want in foul trouble.
Absolutely. And you know, Sam, we talked about this in the last game. Estelí is fronting the post. Great job. They threw it over the top. And Romero came over to help and trap, except just a little bit too much. But if he could have trapped and held his ground there, they could have got a travel and a turnover. That's the way to play the post.
Baseline out of bounds here for Halcones. Jefferson finds Fernandez. Fernandez gets a screen and a switch. Mid-ranger. And Cintrone hauls it in. Here comes Estelí with momentum.
And a lot of standing around up by Halcones on that offensive possession.
Ruiz just misses a gimme layup. Halcones now with a head of steam. This is Elsener missing. And then Jefferson wins another possession. Halcones with a fresh 14. Five to shoot Fernandez. That's a tie-up and a jump ball. Called with 2 on the shot clock. It'll keep it here. Halcones ball.
And this is where it's going to hurt. They haven't played together. They've got 2 seconds to get this shot off. So they should have a 2-second play from side out of bounds, but we'll see if they can execute it.
It's about as clean of a tie-up as you'll see. And now a quick 2. There's an open look. Bejarano sticks the 3.
So that answered my question there. Great execution to get a great shot off with 2 seconds left.
On his 4th attempt, Daniel Bejarano finally drills his first 3. Stymieing Estelí's momentum. Romero weaving in, draws a foul against Jefferson. And for Davon Jefferson, that's number 2. Here's that swim through move and just swiped him on the hand.
Not a bad foul with Romero's foul shooting.
Romero 0 for 2 tonight. Can he get his first make? There you go. Ismael Romero has his team within 12. Coach feels like the Estelí. Yeah, he's like, come on, Mo. And another one. Leads at 11.
And that one looked good.
Yeah, it looks like a 90% free throw shooter now. Here's Fernandez. Elsener driving, took some hard contact, and it's another foul on Romero. That's number 4 on someone who tonight has been the best player in a red uniform.
Yeah, they can't afford to lose him, and Elsener's just a great player at drawing contact and getting the shot up and going to the free throw line. And he's just a really solid player. I love his game.
We said he's like a young Manu Ginobili. I know he's 34, but still, Manu Ginobili's 46, well into retirement, so we'll call him a young one. Elsener has Halcones at 70 and now has a game high or a team high rather, 16 points, 6 of 8 shooting. Williams on Glynn to Romero. Bullying in Ismael Romero. 22 points, leading the charge.
Yeah, and if Estelí can get this down to 10-point lead or even single digits, boy, this fourth quarter, buckle your seatbelts.
Oh, what a cut. And Bejarano drops it in nice and easy.
Great backdoor and a great pass from Ginobili Jr.
Oh, Ginobili Jr. is lighting it up. Here's Holloway with his back to the hoop. Nice pass to Romero, and it's intercepted by Elsener. Finds Fernandez. Elsener bullies his way in. That's an offensive foul. Charge drawn by Cintron.
Yeah, you're just swing the ball. You're forcing a drive where you don't have to. You have open teammates everywhere. You can't plow through people. That was a straightforward Euro.
Frustrated.
You gotta go side to side on your Euro. Yeah. He knows he made a mistake.
After that, this is Henriquez. Holloway, about 50 feet from the hoop.
This is going up.
Holloway still with it. Holloway just throws it into traffic, and that possession was seemingly destined for nothing.
And this bothers me when a guard goes in the air, the big man is looking for a position for the rebound, and then slings a pass at him late in the shot clock, and then is mad at him for not catching it. Come on, man. Shoot the ball.
He's just throwing it at his head.
Oh, come on, man.
Coach, I'm sure you've been on the other end of a few of those, right?
And I would have let him know, too.
Offensive foul. It's against Jefferson, number 3 on Davon. Estelí ball.
And here,
what's this call for?
Here, Sam, here's what I used to call it chicken fighting. So as a big player, you can't battle with your arms up around the shoulders. That's chicken fighting. You battle with your legs and your lower body, and you move him out with that. You don't hand fight and chicken fight with him up top, because that's going to be an offensive foul.
Right, you're a human, not a chicken. If you're a chicken, you'll get called. Glynn got the board on the mid. Say again, Coach?
Use your body and your legs, not your arms.
Right. Here's a board for Cintron. 5 on 4 with a player down. And Romero can take advantage. Oh, he missed a point-blank layup.
With his easiest shot of the night. He's been a workhorse, and man, missing that layup hurts. I know it does.
5 to shoot now. Fernandez. Past Romero. Can't hit the teardrop, and that'll do it for the third. Halcones was up 18 at halftime, up 13 now. Estelí's make it interesting, but can they make it more interesting down the stretch? And we'll find out. Final 10 when we come back in Puerto La Cruz.
por 13. Le di un mensaje defensivo de que lo estamos haciendo mejor. Terminamos el empate parcial. Adicional a esto, escucha, ahora.
Back for the fourth quarter. Good to have you with us alongside Coach Paul McKeskey. I'm Sam Breeth. Coach, you told me that Estelí would storm back and win this thing. Well, they're down 13 in the fourth quarter. How do you feel about their chances?
I'm still there. They turned it around a little bit. They got their energy back, which is what they needed. They dragged through the first half and didn't play very well. And, you know, they're a very capable team of scrambling around, getting some defensive stops, and scoring at a high rate. So, you know, it's going to be a real test for Halcones here. As we talked about before, all the new players, coach is doing a great job, but let's see if they can stand up to the pressure that Estelí's going to put on them here in these last 10 minutes.
Halcones with 8 new players, totally new look. They've come out firing as they look for their first win of the Basketball Champions League Americas. Estelí, meanwhile, looking to storm back and steal this thing, as a foul was called away from the shot. We'll stay on this end. If you're just joining us, Estelí last night played right here against Gladiadores, an 8-point loss. Halcones hasn't played since December. There's Holloway reacting to the whistle, but he's the beneficiary of the foul, so free throws now for American-born Terrell Holloway. And good on the first.
And this is how you get back in the game like this. You play defense, you get transition, or you go to the basket, get fouls, and shoot free throws and stop the clock. Very important.
Yeah, Estelí isn't a strong free throw shooting team, but Holloway might be their best, and now he's got him within 11. Few buckets for Halcones. Could send a clear message to start the fourth. They go down to Mihalcevic. Can't hit the hook. Rebound Romero. And then he's fouled by Fabian Jaimes. So that plan, it's working so far, Coach Mo.
Well, that was an old-fashioned hook shot, wasn't it? 1-2 runner hook, and looks like Patrick Ewing for a minute, except it didn't go in.
For a minute. Maybe less.
So he shot it, yeah.
Here is Holloway looking to make it a single-digit game, and he throws it off the knee of Henriquez for turnover number 16. Those have cost Estelí.
Yeah, they have, and that was a great back cut, and just not a very good pass to get him the ball. That would have been a layup.
Turnover battle, by the way, is +8 in Halcones' favor. They've been the more patient, efficient team. And down low, Giron draws a foul. Might be against Ismael Romero. Let's see. No, it's against 20. That's Jordan Cintron. Had it been against Romero, it would have been his fourth. Instead, it's number 3 on Cintron. There's the call.
And that's where another teammate needs to raise your hand. No, that's on me. That's on me. I did that many a time, so Jack Sigma wouldn't foul out of the game.
You should get a stat for that, like the good guy foul.
Sacrifice for the team.
All for one. Folks, good to have you with us for this final stretch. BCLA action. Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela, the host. It's Halcones and Estelí. And a late foul call bails out what seemed like a lost offensive possession for Estelí. Let's take another look. It's against Elsner.
Yeah, he was trying to get around in front, which is the right idea, but he hooked him with that offhand. And you know what, Sam? The referees always see that because it's right in front of them. So there's better ways to do that.
Right. At least try to hide away from the refs. Don't do it right in front.
Exactly.
Williams driving on the baseline. No. And Elsinore cleans up the glass. Long pass for Giron. Kept it in. Now Fernandez drills a three.
Wow, big shot there. Took his time.
And it makes it a 15-point game. Now Henriquez. Fouled hard by Mihalcevic. And the big man from Austria guilty for his third foul.
Good foul. Good physical foul. I would rather have him jump straight up and, go in a vertical. But if you're going to foul somebody, foul them so they can't get a shot off.
Mihalcevic's a throwback big, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got the old-fashioned hook shot, and, he plays on the ground, and he's a low-post guy. And, yeah, he's more of the old-school big that, is still alive and well in Europe.
He's been really active today. 17 shot attempts, leads everyone. He's made 6 of them, 12 points, to go with 3 rebounds. His team's up 13, coming down the wire. They could squash this with a couple smooth possessions. Fernandez curling around. Elsinore triggers. And there he is on the glass. Mihalcevic. His 18th shot is a pretty one. Hooky.
Great offensive rebound. Took his time and finished. He does flail with that off arm, though. I'm afraid he has one offensive foul like that. And I don't want him to get another one. You should just keep that under wraps.
Henriquez is smooth from downtown, keeping Estelí in it. It's a 12-point game. And Fernandez patiently driving, shooting from 10 feet. It's Tader Fernandez to put him at 80.
He's stepping up big, making big shots, making hustle plays.
Now Henriquez for the answer. Backing up on the stingy Elsinore. And a wild shot misses. Giron brings it to Fernandez, pushing the pace. Mihalcevic, nice interior pass, and Jaimes couldn't finish.
That's the other thing that he does. He passes very efficiently out of the post, and he's strong with it. Just unfortunately missed the layup.
In the corner, Henriquez converts his second 3 of the quarter. Estelí not going anywhere.
No, they will not back down. They'll keep battling. They just got to get defensive stops. They can't trade baskets here in the last 6 minutes. But Halcones has been doing a great job and being patient and getting good shots.
Well, maybe not that time. Here comes Estelí. Ruiz. Holloway a 3. Way wild. Offensive board leads to Henriquez hitting his 3rd in a row. It's an 8-point game. Timeout, Halcones. This Estelí team will not quit. And don't go anywhere. An 8-point game, 5 to go. Group A action in Venezuela is heating up.
Vamos a nada está dinámico, no. Right. That's the problem. Okay. No run. Well. So, please. Man to man. Man to man. Hey. Vamos a play el flag, dice el flag. Aquí, Jordan, viene, tú vienes aquí, de carácter. Tú go,
Coach, you told me Estelí was primed for a comeback, and suddenly Adonis Henriquez seems to be the Energizer Bunny. 3 threes to open the fourth quarter, and his team's back in it.
They will not go away. They're athletic. They're active. They have experience. And I'm still going with the Estelí comeback here.
Still sticking to his guns. I don't see any reason to shy away from it after that. Let's see what Xalapa has as an answer. They led by as much as 20 in the first half. Here's Mahalcevic, the big man, pours it in, and the lead's back to 10.
Great out of timeout play. Run some, execute some movement, get it down to the big fella in the post for a nice, easy layup hook.
So down 10, let's see what the answer is. Red hot Henriquez is with it. Throws it to Ruiz dangerously. With 3, Jared Ruiz comes up empty. Quick possession the other way for Halcones, and a smooth drive for Fernandez. Forces an Estelí timeout. How about this Halcones answer?
They're not scared. They are not scared. Rather pull it out. He's going, I'm going to finish this. I just made a big 3, and we're going to win this game against a good Estelí team. Man, what a great game we got here, Sam.
So if you're Estelí head coach David Rosario, put me inside this huddle. What do you tell your men down 12 with 5 to go?
I mean, after I just threw the clipboard down like he did?
Yeah. Well, let's listen in.
He is not a happy coach after that transition basket.
I love the move to throw the clipboard on the ground and then draw on the clipboard as it rests on the ground. That is a fuming David Rosario.
Yeah,
Team in desperation mode.
I've tried to do that a couple times, except the clipboard broke, so I was out of luck.
Yeah, well, he threw it hard enough to make his point, lightly enough to continue writing.
That's a skill.
Who's someone you got your eye on here down the stretch for Estelí?
I think, the star of the game, right, is Romero, and he hasn't touched the ball in a long time, right? So why don't we try to run a play and get him the ball, either in the post or at the elbow, and let him make a play.
Romero has 22 points, 10 of 14 shooting. His team down 12. And on the cut, there's a slam for Emmett Williams. Skies high, it's a 10-point game.
And that was the guy that the coach was getting on for transition defense. And he did what he was supposed to. Took it to the basket and slammed it with emphasis. Nice job.
Now Elsinore doesn't have the answer. Williams, skies high for the rebound. He's playing with some energy.
Maybe he needed a fire lit under him, but he's the guy I told you that can really light this team up.
Henriquez misses the heat check. He was 3 for his last 3. And now Halcones a chance for a dagger. Patiently, Fernandez dribbling. Around to Glynn. There he is! Jordan Glynn back. And it's a 13-point lead.
Big 3 there. Great swing of the ball. Halcones executed the play. It wasn't there. They swing the ball to the open man, and bam, they hit the 3 for a great momentum breaker.
Oh, and then Elsinore breaks the possession and finishes. Alexis Elsener putting Halcones up big time.
He's
What
made
a play
every
for Vinny
play.
Ginobili.
Yeah, he's made shots, he's made layups, he stole the ball. He's just done everything tonight.
He's got a game-high 4 steals to go with 18 points. And now desperation time for Estelí. As we step aside for our final timeout, Alexis Elsener and Halcones are sniffing their first win of the Champions League Americas.
Vuelves acá de nuevo. Escucha, vuelves acá. Tú te vas a postear. Trae a Ismael y Nico nuevamente arriba.
Back for the home stretch in Puerto La Cruz, Venezuela. Sam Brief, Paul McKeskey with you. Coach Mo, you played in the NBA. You've coached for 2 decades. What do you see inside that huddle? Because it looks very, very tense.
Yeah, that is not good when that happens. I could tell you what was happening. Romero, like I said, hadn't touched the ball all quarter, and he was asking for a post play. And Holloway kind of nonchalantly said, okay, that's what we'll do, throw it down to you in the post. And then they got at it, and the coach got at it, and, you know, that's not a good sign. That's a sign of a team falling apart.
Let's see if they can stick together down the stretch. Henriquez misses his 2nd in a row, but Romero cleans it up. He comes right back with his 24th point.
So Romero got it in the post, kicked it out for an open 3, kept fighting for an offensive rebound and a stick back. That's why you get him the ball.
Romero's been the best player in the red jersey tonight.
Yeah, maybe too little too
Elsener
late.
from downtown. And Romero gets the board. He's got 24 points, 7 boards. Estelí in their last gasp with under 3 to go. Cross-court feed. At the top, Ruiz, a contested shot. They've missed 4 threes in a row. And now a wide open Elsener's blocked by Ruiz. But a foul against Jared Ruiz. Right after that, it's his 4th.
Great hustle on the block, but also great hustle by Halcones, not giving up on the play and getting that rebound, but a great block here.
Just pinning it against the backboard. And then he fouled Glynn, which means Halcones has a sideline inbound, 18 to shoot. And they'll take their sweet time. Fernandez operating smoothly. Fernandez, a 3. He got it. That might be the dagger.
I was just going to say that. That's a dagger right there. And man, Halcones has been impressive all game long.
Oh, and this is the dagger +1. Bejarano, the steal and the flush. 18-point Halcones lead. This team has stuck together. Estelí, well, they simply haven't. Holloway a 3. They've missed 5 straight from downtown. Just falling apart down the stretch as Elsener makes it 20. Coach Mo, this one's all but over. I don't think your comeback's happening.
No, I thought I had it read right, but I'm telling you, Halcones has proven me wrong. And how about the changes personnel-wise they've made and the great job this coach has done to make them play together. They have all the makings. They have bigs in the post. They have guards that can shoot. They have Ginobili Jr. that can get to the basket. They have a little bit of everything. Very impressive win for them tonight.
Here's Williams. And this offense just sputtering to the finish. Yeah, for Halcones, a really balanced effort. Coach, they've got 5 in double figures tonight. Aforementioned Ginobili Jr., Elsener, Fernandez, Glynn, Mahalcevic, and Giron, who's been an unsung hero tonight for Xalapa.
Well, all those players have done a great job, and we talked about this earlier, Sam. They're all over 30 years old. They all have experience. They're all veterans. You can plug them in a system, and they understand it. They know how to execute it, and they all did a great job. But here's a young unsung hero, the coach. He's put this thing together to make it work.
Yeah, you've watched one sideline totally stick together through adversity, and one just simply not. With 90 seconds left, Halcones on the verge of remaking their team and then getting an impressive first win of the Basketball Champions League Americas.
Here's another
Glynn from up top.
Unsung hero, the owner of Halcones, who spent the money to bring these veterans in.
Right. You want to retool? Pay up. This team's got the most veteran roster in this group, and if they play like this, they're going to be a force in the knockout stage. As we've just got under a minute to go, and anything from here is just a formality. Coach Mo, this Halcones team balanced.
Yeah, or a point differential here for a bucket.
From way downtown, it's Fernandez. Halcones feeling fresh. And Estelí rotten. They've had nothing tonight as they go winless this weekend down in Puerto La Cruz, and Halcones is just making them look silly.
Yeah, and Estelí has a tough loss last night, hard fought, and then just getting blown out tonight. Very tough window for them here in January.
2 tough pills to swallow this weekend for David Rosario's Real Estelí. So they'll regroup as they drop their Group A record to 2-2. But tonight's all about Halcones retooling, remaking themselves, and tonight, in emphatic fashion, coasting to a 25-point domination. Their first win of the Basketball Champions League Americas comes tonight in Venezuela. And what a team effort tonight for Halcones. This team with 6 in double figures, led tonight by coach's favorite Ginobili Jr., Alexis Elsener, 20 points.